What is up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream repair. Let's let everyone know we're doing it here. Alright, so we've got some stuff to put together and some stuff to fix here. We've got, first thing, we've got Sandy with a sapphire blue pod here that we worked up for them last night. After that, we're going to put together Mike's pods, his light blue and pink one here. And then, let's see, we've got to do maintenance on Isaac, number 402. And then we've got Emilio with a brick. Boomy with no power, or rather DC death farts. And then Denny with no power. I don't think we're gonna get through all of that today, but that's just what I have planned here. One second here. I may have somehow accidentally gotten half my dropper in the bottle here. There it is. Okay. I don't want any of that on my hands. We gotta pick these up, but here we go. I even got the power cord very nicely colored. I even got some of the rubber to color very nicely. The trick was to use some hot glue on the parts that we didn't want getting any water in them, and same with the top. I was able to hot glue the parts that we didn't want any color on, and then just pop it off afterwards. Very cool, very nice. So, okay, well, that camera died. Let's get that back up. It did lose its little diffuser, so I'm gonna nab that from another pod here real quick, or another top. This one's all cracked, so no one's probably ever gonna want this one. Get back here. Without this, the display will have a sort of uneven, non-diffused look to it. It won't look very good. So we kind of need this. The hot glue tore the other one off, so I gotta what's the word I'm looking for? I gotta get good, I guess. Something like that. Well, anyways. Oh, even that base almost turned out nice. Almost. I don't know what's going on with my tool camera there. Alright, this is just a totally empty shell that I use to keep the form of these meshes while I dye them up. We need to dry the rest of this out since there's still a little water down there. Cool. And we've already fixed Sandy's pot up here, so we just got to put it together. Shuffle hands, what is up? Welcome back. $2012 Mac Mini for $6. Heck yeah, you can't complain about that. Oh, Stefan, welcome. No, you cannot steal one of Mike's home pods. Well, you'll have to make an offer to him. TF2. Haven't heard that name in years. Don't have the base on this yet, so it's gonna slide around a little bit here. Let's get this put down at least, and then we can slap the base on. Where is... Oh. Found it, my T6. We pretty much never switch screwdriver sizes around here. HomePods use T6s pretty much in and out. The only place it doesn't use those, that it doesn't use T6 screws, is under here. So we gotta switch that back out real quick. Put our T5 in. Pop those in there real quick. Taya, what is up? Welcome back. We do still have their original base with their serial number all matched up at least, so that looks pretty good. Switch back out for our T6. Someone let Mike know we're about to put his pods together. He's probably asleep. Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty freaking good. Nice and vibrant. Like, I like that. Look at that. Those volume buttons are plain and clear.
I'm having trouble.
That, goodness, that's a great result right there. Alright, we'll put this to the side. And we will move on to Mike. Where's Mike? Same story with these two pods from Mike. They're already fixed up and ready to reassemble. Here we go. Mike opted for a white top for his. One day I'll clean my desk. One day. Today is not that day, unfortunately. Tomorrow might be that day. Ooh, you like the air gun? This is the Wolf Box. This is the one that that you saw on Torque Test channel and Project Farms. I am very happy with it. It's dang near just as powerful as my plug into the wall data vac, which of course I've already had one of those for years, but battery powered jobs like that have only gotten good recently. But I mean, two different big YouTube channels that I watch doing fair and square comparisons, saying that one is a pretty good winner. Very nice to chuck in my backpack and take with me. You never know what you're going to need to dust or blow. Good thing Mike's not here. He'd make that inappropriate. Now, I don't know if you guys remember how grody one of Mike's two HomePods looked. I think it was this pink one here that got cleaned up real nicely, if I do say so myself. Darn near unrecognizable before we went and colored it up and made it even more so. Let's make sure it's all good and working. Very nice.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I'm having trouble.
Don't raise your voice at me. Okay. Two for two. Let's get this third one together. That's not the right bit. Yeah, I live on a road that's like right next to the highway on-ramp, so people love to, yeah, people just love to floor it getting onto the highway. No, we ended up not having a coloring stream. I just did it in my Discord server last night. I had to watch my kid, so I had kids shows and stuff going in the background. I didn't want to do a whole live stream for something where I was going to be muted the whole time. But yeah, folks, join my Discord server. Make sure you have notifications enabled for it so you don't miss if and when I ever hop in the voice chat there and do some extra stuff there. Sometimes I'll go live there, but instead of doing like a full-on YouTube stream. Yeah, Mike is dead. I guess that means these are mine. Alright, sanity check. Yeah.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. I'm having trouble.
Alright,
I'm having trouble.
looks like I need to try that, the volume buttons again on this one. The top, I just don't have it stuck down, lined up correctly, so the volume buttons aren't lining up as even as they should be, but I'll hit that before I send it back to them. For now, let's move back over to Isaac here from yesterday's stream. We succeeded, or actually, we failed restoring the software on it. So we went for the NAND reball for the storage chip and succeeded with that. So we are going to tear this down the rest of the way, give it some maintenance to prevent other common issues. Because we don't want to get this thing back unless they're giving it to us or selling it to us. And yeah, it looks like I need to put some more in there. only a few drops lost that time. I'm getting better. Marvin, what is up? Welcome. Oh yeah, and thank you for sending me that guide on the Fritz box the other day. Of course, that's the one that you always run into whenever you look these things up. Oh, one thing that I was curious about is I keep seeing it being said that maybe it's the front end chip, or maybe it's the front end that died. Is that can you just replace that with another one? Can that be done? Oh, that's right. I remember. Oh, let's get the name switched up here. This isn't Mike's Pink Pod. This is now Isaac with their bricked pod that now just is getting some hardware maintenance. There we go. And I remember at the end of Isaac's repair yesterday, when we got it booting up, it was making some chuffing sounds from the subwoofer. It was not good sounding. I can see some cracked plastic here that would make that make a little more sense. Yeah, ooh, our subwoofer is really bent up over there. I wonder if this happened on its way to us, or if this happened after it broke before they sent it into us. They sell the front end chip on AliExpress, so I would assume. Yeah, I would. If you can buy them, I would. That would be my assumption too. You never know if something needs to be reprogrammed. Okay, so we've got a really, really severe bend on our subwoofer here. Like, you normally can't see these bent woofers on camera very well, but that is very much bent. Wow. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save it. Maybe. Yeah, it's probably in my room here, but I can't even see the floor to my room, so. Oh man, where'd I put it? I really wanted to smack a subwoofer or two today. Ah, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. We'll go a little harder than we normally do here. Yeah, that is some severe bending for shipping damage. I'd be surprised if nothing underneath here got cracked either. I'll be surprised if I can smack this back straight without with it giving it a good seal again. That's pretty bad. You know what I do for ones like this? What we can do is grab a couple of these that we don't care about anymore. We grab one of these and we set it down like that. We flip this around so that we can smack it on the table here without worrying about damaging the subwoofer here. And we can use that to kind of flatten this out here. I can't use a beer opener or pliers on this because it's going to bend the wrong, that tends to just bend it at the edge. Trust me. I mean, to each their own. Your own method, if it works for you, do it. But that has not worked very well for me historically. Okay. We can see if that seals up now. And the rubber gaskets are less tolerant to this kind of stuff. So if it seals with my rubber gasket, it was going to seal with the foam one. But we replaced these subwoofer gaskets anyways. So let's see here. Oh, it's still, let's get these put in. Nah, it's still not sealing. I'm gonna have to spend more time with that one. But I'll go ahead and swap the subwoofer out. I've got some other ones sitting around here. Unless we've got stuff further down that's also damaged too, but we need to get this all the way apart for the usual maintenance anyways, so let's do that. Did Chris get back to me on what to do? Not yet. I asked them last night if they were cool with me resetting it because the passwords they gave me were not letting me in. And it has like the default network names, so I would assume it was reset. Huh. All of this looks great. So I guess it's I guess the woofer just got too bent up there. We'll have to straighten that out, and hopefully we can reuse it for someone else's HomePod in the future. Nah, he only sent me the board and the power supply. So as I said that, I was like, I bet you when I factory reset it, it's got some default password that I won't know without the shell. And they'll have to tell me it anyways. It might be on your end, Stefan. At least everything on my end looks okay. I'm not dropping anything on my end here, at least OBS says so. Here we go. We are looking at our filters. These are ceramic caps that, all ceramic caps naturally decay over time and lose their effectiveness at filtering DC voltage, but here it matters because the amp will death fart and roast the subwoofer when they do go bad, so we like to replace them and stay ahead of roasted subwoofers and the likes. Yeah, I'm just not sure what, I mean, I just need him to send me a picture of the bottom of the box so that when I reset it, I've got what I need to log into it. Because I think he's giving me the password that he configured for it and not the default password printed on the shell that he still has. Alright, we've got the filters replaced. didn't like how dusty some of that looked. What's our Schottky diode dated? We've got a 26K dated Schottky diode, so we don't need to worry about replacing that one. Yeah, I mean, it's a trivial matter to have them send me a picture of the shell and or just the password on the box. What they sent me was what seemed almost certainly to be a custom password and not a default password. I'm not going to say it, obviously, because I don't want to. But my gut said that wasn't a default password, is what they told me. So I gotta get the default from them. A 5-letter word and 4 numbers. Oh. That's the password to connect to the wireless access networks? Or the Wi-Fi networks? That's a WPA3 password? Because when I tried connecting with my Mac, it kept saying that it needed a WPA3 password. Yeah, that's the password for the admin page. What I need is the password just to connect to the dang wireless network in the first place. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I don't need it. I can just connect an Ethernet cable into it and hit the router's page locally. How silly of me. Duh. I just do that. But that's only just to log in and see the web UI and confirm that what we believe, which is the settings are default, and it should have no reason that software-wise the 2.4 is still weak. We've probably got a dead front-end chip in there, based on the physical damage of based on the level of physical damage the one chip I already replaced had. I'm almost certain. Because the casing on it was already it was already like cracked and split. Yep, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, Marvin. I'm just gonna connect via Ethernet. Yeah, that'd be nice if they just had the power level low. I'm not holding hope though. Oh, I'd love to play TF2, but I have to watch my kid. I have to clean. You don't want to see the condition of this house. I would love to play games, but I have too much to do. Now, if that kid falls asleep, you might be able to convince me to play some Gary's Mod. Or some Prop Hunt. Fortnite. Listen. Beautiful. Happy to see that still working. Let's get number 402 wrapped up here. Same story. Excuse me. Same story with theirs. They had the blinkies on their HomePod. We attempted a software restore yesterday. It didn't take it. We attempted to reball the BGA for the NAND, and it sprung to life. So we're gonna get that hardware maintenance knocked out so that it doesn't come back to us for like no power or death farts. You know the deal. Here we go. Nope. I almost didn't even. Here we go. This was Peter, wasn't it? They kind of outed themselves when they joined the YouTube chat. Let's send them a link here. There we go. The default WTPA2 pass for the Fritzbox is always 20 numbers. They sent me that. It looked like a tracking number to me, but then I was like, that looks like a WPA password. So I tried that, and it still wouldn't connect. But I haven't tried the Ethernet yet. I just need to log into the Ethernet and double check the settings in the web GUI that way. That's going to be the most straightforward way around it. And then I can take a backup of the settings, do a reset, you know, poke around, change things, see if it's an easy thing before we gotta make it something more difficult. Oh, you want the... Yeah. Omi, welcome. Thank you for the reminder. Let's see here. I've got a logic board. That one's a little sticky. Okay, so Omi here misplaced a component on their logic board. We're just going to sanity check something for them here really quick. They are looking to see if we can just replace a 0 ohm resistor with some wire. I'm just going to use this one. So let's make sure this turns on. This is just a spare logic board I have sitting around. Yep, turns on. And then I can't find my calipers, so I do apologize. I can't measure this right now. I have no idea where my calipers went. But we're gonna do something a little heinous here. There it is. And there it is no longer. So if we try to plug this in and turn it on now, guess what happens? Nothing. We get a brief spike up and then it falls back down to essentially nothing. So the question is, until they can get their hands on a replacement resistor there, can we, since it's just a 0 ohm resistor, right? It's a pretty chunky boy too, so I imagine it's maybe just being used as like a fuse or something. I don't know. But let's see if we can't just solder these pads together. Call it good. Like that. And I do want to make sure it's not soldered to those components next to it. Nope, we are free and in the clear. Okay. I don't care if this logic board breaks from this. It needed a whole bunch of work anyways. We're just seeing if Omi can get by without that 0 ohm resistor. And there you go, it's turning right on. That's as far as this logic board's gonna get. Like I said, it's got other issues that need fixed, but until you can get your hands on a replacement 0 ohm resistor, I would say you're probably okay to use a use a wire in place. But I would I mean really I would just get that replaced as soon as you can. Let's see, have we already boozed this up? Yes, we have. Peter, what is up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. You made it just in time for us to use your HomePods for more experiments here. But I hope that helps you, Omi. Let's get this wrapped up here and let's see if we can get to something actually broken today. We've got Emilio up next. They've got blinking volume buttons. I'm not sure how you're going to get the spare change and the jelly bean to me. I'll have to think about it. let's do some maintenance first. Actually, I gotta grab something to drink here. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Good night, Omi. Hope you get that working again. Alright, what's the situation with our Schottky diode? Ooh, we've got a 48K date code there, so that does need to get replaced before it needs it and causes no power. It seems my little soldering mat here is starting to fall apart, and finally, well, after 3 years of thousands of heat cycles, I'm surprised it held up this long. Yeah, don't worry, I saw that, I got it. Here we go. I got a lot of people talking for Mike today. Alright, once I finish the amp screws for this one, we will go ahead and attempt the software restore for the next one, Emilio's. And that'll unfortunately be all we've got time for today. Not a terribly long stream, but hey, get out of here, it's the weekend. I shouldn't be working in the first place. Mike made it. Mike, welcome. Mike, here are your pods. I think they turned out pretty nice. This one's got volume buttons on it because it unfortunately started blinking volume buttons, so I'm going to need another $100 and another logic board for this one. I know, I'm just kidding. I need to redo the top on this. The volume buttons aren't lit up evenly. I don't have it lined up right. But I think that turned out pretty freaking good, all things considered. And if you were curious, Mike, here is what that sapphire blue turned out like. And the display also lights up really nicely. The hot glue trick worked perfect, and the volume buttons, dare I say, the colored top shows the display better than the white tops, because, well, I mean, look at that. I think it's just the contrast. And if we shine a flashlight where the sensor should be, that should crank the brightness up on them all the way. And like, my golly, my goodness, it works. It works, and it works perfectly. So I think, you know, I'm sure you're probably going to want a couple of colored tops now that we've got them working the way that we want. I'll try to make a few extra every time I color another HomePod. That way I have some on hand for people that just want like a colored top like what I've got over here. These are just my samples. You guys can't have these. Those are made to sit there and have people ask questions about them. Mike, you might be in luck. I made a second one last night. I need to stick a diffuser on it, but easy work. I got a second one. I figured. I figured too late, unfortunately, after we already did the pink one, but I thought you might have maybe. It doesn't go well, that blue doesn't go well with the sapphire blue, but I don't know. Oh, we can dye the boot. It just takes time. It takes a long time. Did you see how the rubber turned out on the blue power plug? I mean, if I can get the rubber on the power plug to do that, then I can get the rubber base to do all the same. And now that I've got that basket to keep everything off the bottom of the pot, that'll keep things from, because that was my big problem, things kept melting. Your cords did not get dyed rubber, no. I only tried, I was trying the hot glue for the first time, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. And I had to wait until they dried to find out pretty much. I didn't want to fry 3 power cables trying something. One, I can live with making a mistake on one, but 3 of them, that's a little hard. And then the other tricky part, like this outside part right here on the power port part, that's never gonna color. I mean it took a slight hue of it, but it's never gonna get any more than that. I'm kind of nervous about still like fully submerging the power cords like that. It kind of makes me nervous. I don't want to do it and then water having seeped in, and then a year down the road the power cord's corroded enough to cause problems. Kind of nervous about doing that. I can't lie. It's I think it's like typhooning outside right now. I think we might not have power and internet for much longer. This one's tough. I'm surprised the Staples didn't have like a HomePod set up already in demo mode sent to them. It's kind of funny. Nothing would stop them from just resetting it again, though, at least. Like, you're not really doing anything too harmful. I can always just unplug it and reset it again. Alright. I'm feeling good about that.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
She's not, but
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
that's a personal problem for Siri. Alright, this is the last one that we've got time to look at today. Emilio with the blinkies. Let's let them know they're up next here. 4:33. Oh, I messaged them via the short messaging service. Let's see. $4.33. Let's see. Is it blinking yet? No. Apparently I didn't let Amelia know their pod was already here. I am so sorry. I thought I already let him know. I guess not. Neither here nor there. Alright, it looks like we've got perhaps a perpetual booter. Maybe we're just not being patient enough and letting it blink volume buttons, but normally that only takes 60 seconds, and I feel like it's been longer than that by now. Yeah, okay. We're gonna give it the old restore attempt here. Of course, since it's not a space gray HomePod, it's gonna restore via USB without a problem. I'm calling it now. Of course, I've got plenty of spare logic boards for these white HomePods if they need them, but they never need them. It's always the space gray ones. Let's see here. I'm gonna connect our handy dandy adapter. Oh! No, I'm so stupid. What's even dumber is I've got that one right here, and I've got the other one right here. Listen, it takes me some time to get used to the new tools that I have, especially when I've put off getting them for so long. Like, I'm still blowing into HomePods with this sitting on my desk right next to me. I'm just bad. Here we go. What's it gonna got? What's it gonna give us? I'm also the kind of guy to zoom my camera into my laptop on the desk instead of turn the screen share on. So, endure my torture. We're gonna hit it with the pwn. We're gonna hit it with the reset. And we're gonna hit it with the old restore. Will USPS accept packages tomorrow? Yes. Yes, they don't. I mean, they're closed, but they have a drop box that I put stuff in at the USPS office, and they usually scan stuff in like late at night, or like freaking 3-4 in the morning the next day. Yeah, we're already past waiting for NAND. This is gonna restore without a problem. I called it. What did Emilio opt for here? Did they want hardware maintenance too? Yes, they said do the maintenance. So beautiful. Let's make sure that this gets far enough. This all looks good and normal. Well, shoot. I was actually kind of hoping it was going to be a little more exciting than that, but, you know, at the same time, I don't want more work for myself. So. We'll wait for it to get past cleaning. If it shows us a restore progress, then chances are it's going to be good. UPS, they accept packages. They're open on Sundays, and I plan on making a run down there tomorrow with a bunch of HomePods. I didn't have time today to ship anything out. I'm sitting on oh god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sitting on 11 HomePods that I need to ship out. So I gotta get all those packed up and dropped off tomorrow. Well, there we go. It is taking it like a champ. We have got a restore progress. So with almost 100% certainty, I can say this is going to restore without a problem. And with that, folks, I'm not gonna sit here and watch paint dry when I've got a wife and kid to go hang out with on the weekends. So I hope you all folks. Goodness. I hope you folks all enjoyed this live stream repair. Feel free to bug me in my Discord server. I've got links to all my socials on my website, nixfix.com. If you also are interested in getting your HomePod or maybe something else fixed up by us, our mailbox is always open. Yeah, that's it for here now. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope